This man bathes his paralyzed wife every day, but this day, he had just put the water on. Suddenly his foot slipped. He hit his head on the sink and fainted. The wife panicked because the faucet was still running, but she's paralyzed. She can't move. At this rate, it won't take long. She would be drowned alive. Seeing that the water level has been gradually rising, the woman desperately tried to move her right foot, which still had a bit of sensation, to open the drain valve at the bottom of the tub. Seeing that the rising water level was about to flood her mouth and nose, the woman concentrated all her strength on her right foot, but unexpectedly, after many attempts, instead of opening the water valve, she accidentally broke the chain attached to the top. The woman was completely desperate, seeing the faucet still running. By now the water level had flooded her mouth and nose. In order to save herself, she concentrated her strength on her left hand, then a little bit of it hooked to the shower head. She tried to move the position of the shower, controls the faucet on and off, but it was still too slow. Before she could move the shower head far enough, the water level had completely submerged her head. She was about to drown. At the critical moment, she suddenly pulled hard, although she twisted the faucet switch to slow the flow of water, but the water level is still rising, so she is still not out of danger. Seeing that the breath she was holding in her mouth was about to run out, the woman relaxed her body and let her right foot float naturally. Then, with a sharp kick, she pulled open the drain valve at the bottom. The water level began to fall. After discharging part of the water, the woman's head finally poked out of the water. Relying on her strong desire to survive, the woman finally regained her life, but then she was surprised to find the near-death experience had miraculously given her sensation throughout her body. It's amazing. After 30 years of paralysis, her body has recovered. She put her hands on the edge of the bathtub. Then little by little, she stood up to check on her husband's condition, but strangely enough, her husband, who had just fallen on the floor, suddenly disappeared. Looking at the bloodstains on the floor, she fell into despair. Her husband was not unconscious, but why did he watch himself almost drown? Is her husband trying to murder her? Thinking of this, she quickly grabbed the bathtub and tried to climb out, but her body hadn't regained its strength and she fell to the ground again. She struggled to get up, then moved to the bed kneeling in front of one to dial the police phone, but unexpectedly she just picked up the phone. She saw a dark figure walk through the doorway.